Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sacred Tarot by Nicole. I'm very excited to have you back. So here we have a pick a card reading for the month of July prediction. If you're not familiar with pick a card readings, how this works is you choose the pile that you are most drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I have also placed crystals above the piles just in case you're more drawn to the crystals than you are the pile. On pile number 1, we have clear quartz. Pile number 2, we have tiger's eye. And pile number 3, we have red jasper. Now don't forget to look in the comment box or the description box below to see which pile is being read at which time. All right, let's begin July's prediction. All right, here we are, pile number 1. All right, right off the bat here, I'm seeing really great things for you in the month of July. There's a lot of strength, a lot of power behind these cards. There is a reverse card, so I will get into that. I do read reverse cards, and reverse cards either have maybe a negative indication, or it means the opposite of what it would be upright, or it's something that you're working on. Now here I feel like it's something you're working on. Now I want to tie the cards together. I'm going to start off with the strength card. Now the strength card literally means strength. So it's very self-explanatory there. It's interesting actually that this is a July prediction. I want to bring this up right away because strength represents the astrological sign Leo, or Leo represents strength. The card is very affiliated with the sign Leo. It's either you are a Leo or you have a Leo in your life. Now the energy I'm getting off this card with the strength card is that you have found a new form of strength for how you want to live your life, and you've like manifested strength within you. It's almost as if you have come from a codependent relationship, and the codependency could be another person, could have been maybe a substance abuse, or could have been even a family member or a friend that you've let go of, and you found this new sense of independency. Now the 9 of Pentacles represents being successful, being financially secure as well, not necessarily meaning financially secure, but secure in the confidence and in your confidence and your well-being, and understanding what you need to do for yourself to move forward. Now, because the Magician is upside down, it can mean a lack of courage, which is very interesting because the strength card represents courage. So these two are kind of conflicting. It's almost as if you have been in maybe a relationship that's not working for you anymore, or some kind of friendship or family member that you have maybe put your foot down and created boundaries around. And it could be the relationship that you're in right now. You have just come to a better understanding of each other because there may be a time when you had lack of courage, and now you're coming to an understanding of being able to set up those boundaries within the relationship. But you have found a new sense of independency. This is great. And the strength card is there to remind you that you have the courage to do this, because you have the courage to love yourself. Because when you love yourself and you put out into the universe more love for others, because you now have that newfound understanding, but you've just grown more with the understanding that you can only love someone else and give love out into the universe until you love yourself. And it looks like your strength, you're understanding your ego, and you're able to put your ego aside or tame your ego in certain situations. And you could be the Leo here, had to put their ego aside in maybe a very close relationship or a close friendship of yours. So in the month of July, I really believe you're going to have this newfound experience about being able to have better relationships around you, because you have the strength now to set up those boundaries. There's a lot of success in July. Success financially, could be career, could be just running into money, or being able to have savings and being able to not have to stress too much about the finances, because you've been able to come now to a point where you're feeling a little more secure with them. And the Magician is there just to remind you to not slip into that maybe self-pity state, and remain strong and understand that it takes a lot of courage to set up boundaries within relationships, and making sure that you love yourself and that you put yourself first. Now I want to draw a couple more cards here to really tie the reading together. So healing, reconnecting with your true nature. Now this one makes a lot of sense, because reconnecting with your true nature, it feels like there was a time, maybe the Magician is here to tell us, there was a time where you didn't feel as strong, and you didn't have the courage to maybe set up these boundaries. And here you're reconnecting with your true nature, and your true nature is very strong. And your true nature is to make sure that you succeed in whatever you do, and you have a strong desire for success and love for yourself, and to get back to that feeling. And I feel like there could have been a broken heart here. There could have been like a breakup, most recent breakup, or you're in a relationship where you're just coming to a better understanding of each other and a newfound understanding of how you need to treat each other. And maybe you have gotten stuck in a rut of treating each other poorly, and now you're having the courage maybe to put your ego aside and have a better understanding of what they need and what you need as well, what your needs are. Now we have a jewel within a teardrop. Appreciation, spiritual, and emotional reconnection. Now, I really like this one because, there's a jewel within a teardrop. The way I look at that metaphor is that with tears can come like a release and a better understanding of how you're feeling, an appreciation for your emotions, and being able to be more in touch with who you really are and your emotions. And this is really resonating with the Nine of Pentacles and the strength, having the courage to maybe face these emotions that you have been needing to work out or work on within yourself because of how you're reacting to certain situations. And this is a really, really good card to get. You're getting a newfound appreciation for these emotions and understanding that it's okay to release and to let go and to communicate. So it's okay to let go and to accept these emotions. Now I want to draw one last card here. So Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. Now I really feel like there's a lot of positive outcomes for you in the month of July because it is the winter's end. We are going right into summer now. And with all the strength and understanding that you have within yourself and what you're going to be able to put into your relationships in the future is very strong here. So you have the strength card associated with the Leo. So I feel like there's a Leo, or you are a Leo, and you're having a better understanding of who you are and what you need to do for yourself and the boundaries that you need to set up. And I feel like there could be money coming, or a new career, or a better career, or even like an advancement in the company you might work for. The finances are secure here. So look forward to that because July will be prosperous. And if you don't feel like it's prosperous, you're starting to work to be able to manifest that maybe more prosperous state. So remember that the magician is there to tell you that sometimes you lack the courage that you have deep down. So the strength card is there to remind you that you really do have the courage, but sometimes you get stuck in this rut of not trusting yourself and not trusting your own intuition. So make sure you trust that intuition because you have a lot of prosperity coming towards you. And Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. Thank you. That is pile number 1 on your July prediction. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button or give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you. All right, everybody, pile number 2 for your July prediction. All right, now I want to start off the reading by saying that all of the cards are upright. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it is going to be a super positive reading, but it looks pretty positive here. It's pretty powerful. Now, what I'm getting from the cards right away, the energy I'm getting is that it is very powerful. You are a very powerful person. It almost feels as if you don't know it, or you go back and forth and you question yourself a lot. And questioning yourself is not a bad thing because you understand that you're all growing and evolving and constantly learning. That is a great thing, but I think sometimes the confidence is lacking. But I want to start with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about higher learning, intuition, secrets needing to be revealed. It's almost like you have a hidden talent or a hidden secret that you really don't like to expose to the world. It's almost as if you feel guilty for it, or it's so powerful that you really don't understand it. You could be highly intuitive and you haven't been able to really understand maybe the skills or the powers that you may have. So I feel like you're a very intuitive person and you could potentially have psychic abilities, but you question it or skeptical at times. And it could mean that you actually have a lot of skeptical people around you. Now, High Priestess is usually associated with Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio, or you could have Scorpio people around you, or you could have Scorpio traits. It could be your moon sign or your ascending sign. Now, the Ten of Pentacles indicates success, family success, having a lot of good fortune around you. You've had maybe an easy life when it comes to money or fortune, or you've maybe had an inheritance that has helped you out, or it could just mean that you're good with your money and you've been able to really live a good life because you have been careful. So you've stuck to the rules, you've made sure that you're secure for your future, or you have have been already set up to be secure. Now, the Five of Pentacles is alarming. This card is alarming because it's the victim card, feeling vulnerable or having hardships. And that's why I feel like you're super conflicted. You're super conflicted with the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles, because you have this really powerful card here, and this feeling that you have a wonderful family, that everything feels like very together, and that you have a lot of good people around you, good family life. But then there's something missing, or there's some part of you that you feel is either maybe neglected, or you feel a bit victimized. And it's actually really interesting because the Five of Pentacles can indicate poverty or poor health, and the Ten of Pentacles indicates like a rich life, happy family life, and a feeling of unity within your family, or like I said, being surrounded by riches. Now, why this is conflicting, I feel like this is what you maybe appear on the outside, that everything is good, but on the inside you have this feeling of hardship and feeling victimized inside. This could indicate an abusive relationship, or maybe an abusive relationship within yourself, and not treating yourself nice. Now, there could be a lot of negative self-talk, and you are a very powerful person, so what you put out into the universe will come back at you tenfold. So if you keep on thinking these negative thoughts, you're going to have this come towards you just as fast as when you put out the good thoughts. So I think you're very conflicted a lot of the times about what to put out into the universe. Now, be very careful, because I don't know if you realize how powerful you really are, and how powerful most people are with what you put into the universe, and making sure that your thoughts are healthy, and that you choose your thoughts like you choose your clothing every morning. Now, the High Priestess, I just want to say this is a very nice card to have, because I feel like you need to tap into some hidden talents, or some hidden skills that you have, and that you've been wanting, some hidden talents that you've been wanting to nurture. And this is the time. July is the time. July is it's an awakening for you. It's time to awaken these talents, or these feelings of maybe psychic powers, or some kind of intuition that you have been following. And you've probably had a few dreams lately where you're just like predicting things that you can't even really understand. And don't be scared of it. It's scary at first, but it will really help you understand maybe this imbalance that you may feel in your life. Now, I want to draw a few more cards here to really tie up the reading. All right, I want to start here with the Ganesha. Ganesha is the Hindu god of beginnings. The Hindu god of beginnings clears away obstacles and protects and guides. So here, again, a lot of spirituality coming through here. I feel like you have these hidden gifts that you keep a secret because you don't want someone to know, or you feel like maybe people around you might judge you. And this is not a time to be keeping this secret. This is a time to be powerful and understand that you have the power to maybe help guide people. Maybe not necessarily, like, it's not necessarily saying, oh, you have to do this. That's not what spiritual guides do and energy workers do. Is that they help guide, they help give options, or they read the tarot. Like, reading tarot cards helps people sometimes with understanding maybe their life's path and the path that they're on, and really getting a grasp on what maybe some issues could be in their life, and understanding them better. That's what energy work is about. So Ganesha is there to remind you that you have protection, you have guidance from your higher self, and clearing these obstacles away right now and revealing that secret is so important. For the month of July, you're going to have an awakening. Like, it's almost like clearing these obstacles away of this feeling of victimized and hardship, and feelings of poverty, and letting in the Ten of Pentacles, letting in the feeling of being successful and being abundant, and letting those positive thoughts become your existence. The next card we have is Achievement. Keep focused on your dream. Now, that I feel like there's a dream here that gets crushed maybe by some people, or you feel like sometimes you lack the confidence in moving forward with your goals and achieving what you really want. Now, these secrets need to be revealed, and it's time, so that this card lines up with the Ten of Pentacles. So achievements line up with how you should be feeling, successful and abundant. Now, I'm not surprised that this card comes up with the Five of Pentacles, the search, feeling lost, confused, and lonely. So there's something there that I'm picking up on that is just not working for you. It's something is holding you back, and I could be picking up on an abusive relationship, or just an abusive relationship towards yourself, like the relationship that you have with yourself. You really can be really hard on yourself, and this is the time in July to have an awakening of who you really should be and what you really want, and achieving your dreams and desires based on what you want, and letting go of these attachments that we have to feeling lost and confused and lonely. Clear those obstacles away and understand your power, because you are extremely powerful. All right, thank you. And that's pile number 2. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, or give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you. All right, here we go. Pile number 3. Here is your July prediction. Now, the energy I'm getting from this reading right away is there's a little bit of disruption in your life. There is something not really going right. Now, I want to point out right away with the reverse cards, because reverse cards can have a negative indication or could mean the opposite of what it be upright, or it just means something you're working on. Now, there is 2 things going on here. With the Tower, when the Tower shows up reverse, it's actually not as bad as it would be upright. Upright means total chaos, crazy stuff going on around you, things that are out of your control, major disruptions in life. Now, because it's upside down, so reversed, what it means is that it's not as bad. So you've almost bypassed the worst part. So something happened. I think there could have been some maybe arguments or competition, rivalry in the family or friends, which I'm picking up more family here. But your family could be your friends. So the Page of Wands reversed indicates gossip and mistrust and betrayal, because the Page of Wands upright is a messenger. So when the Page of Wands is reversed, it means the opposite of a good message. So sending messages of gossip and maybe not being very nice. And this could be towards you, or it could be maybe you are being involved in too much gossip, and it is a time maybe to reevaluate some of the friendships or maybe the conversations that you have with your family members, because they aren't maybe very nice, and maybe someone is trying to drag you into gossip, or you are being gossiped about. Now, this can cause a lot of imbalance in your life and not really feeling good, and now maybe it's a time to reevaluate who you really want around you and who's supportive. Are people supportive of your dreams? So the star represents an idealization of a dream come true, following your dreams, feeling inspired. Now, something is holding you down here, and you want to move away from this. You're really trying to get the star to become the center of your universe. Now, I feel like there could have been, even a loss of a home, maybe home life, or some kind of, you maybe had left a situation behind that wasn't serving you anymore. Like you've left someone, or you've had like a breakup, and you've kind of gotten to the point now where you're just starting to heal from it. You're just starting to start the grief process, and the worst of it is over. This could also indicate someone that has passed, and feeling a deep sadness for them, but now understanding that this is the circle of life, and the star is there to remind you to now maybe focus on what you need to do next, your next step. And the Page of Wands, I really don't like this person. The Page of Wands reversed is not really the nicest card. The immaturity that surrounds this card is not a nice, positive feeling for you, and you're probably surrounded by something that is just really not serving you anymore. And the Page of Wands is there to tell you that the message it's trying to bring is that there's a lot of immaturity surrounding your friendships and maybe family life and people around you. The star is there to remind you to have faith in your future and understand that good things are coming, but you can't stay in a negative spot anymore. You need to move forward, and you need to move on. Now, I want to draw a few more cards here to really tie up the reading. So Flame Tree, the start of something new. Now, I'm not surprised that this card would come up, as the Tower does represent like a new beginning as well. So you've gone through the chaos, you've gone through the hard time, and the Flame Tree is now saying it's time for the water. The star here, you can see she's pouring water. There's a water jug there. She's putting out that fire because she's ready. She's like, no, there's purification with fire, because you can let go, you can burn away what you don't want. And that's what I'm getting here with the Tower, is you've burnt away what you don't want, what no longer serves you, and you now are purifying this fire, ready to move on to your next chapter. So it's almost like a new beginning, getting rid of the maliciousness maybe that is surrounding you, and understanding that there's a new beginning here, starting your dream life. So having trust in the future. And here we have liberation, breaking free from negative attachment. Now, I feel like there's something super negative here. You're ending something. You're ending an attachment to maybe people that gossip too much, or that made you feel like you weren't worthy, and people that that make you feel like you don't have self-worth are not worth sticking around. You need people that bring you up. You need people that look at you like you are the star that you are. Everyone deserves this. Now, ocean of internal love, healing, creativity, and fertility. Now, it's interesting that that comes up with the star, as she's the water barrier here. And I just want to bring up too the water barrier, Aquarius. Now, it's interesting that this card comes up, ocean of eternal love, with the star, the water barrier, because the star is closely related to Aquarius or associated with Aquarius. So either you are an Aquarius, or your ascending sign is Aquarius, or you might have an Aquarius around you, or you could have Aquarius traits. Now, there's something there. Aquariuses can be very, very successful people, and they're very driven. They really believe in abundance and success, and bringing as much as they can forward. But there is something going on, and there's something holding you back here. And I noticed that the ocean of love here, healing, creativity, and fertility shows up here. So fertility, when fertility shows up, there's something going on. Maybe there's someone pregnant, you were pregnant, there's a pregnancy around you that is really affecting you, or maybe you want to get pregnant. Now, it might not be the right time here, especially with the Tower. Just watch out for these signs, because bringing a child into this world is very special, and you want it to be the right time, obviously. So there's something going on here with fertility. So there could be a prediction of a pregnancy, or just someone maybe around you is wanting to have a child, or there is a prediction of a pregnancy somewhere. Or it could just mean that you're ready. You're ready to have a child, or your children are ready to have children, and maybe there could be a surprise in the future in the prediction of July. There could be a news of a baby being born in July. I just want to leave you at that, with this reading being very clear about liberating yourself from these negative attachments and starting something new, and maybe letting go of the betrayal, gossip, and the immaturity that might surround you, because you've gotten through the worst of it, and it's now time to let yourself shine. All right, now that is pile number 3. Thank you so much for following. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, or give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.